Hello, folks of YouTube and SL. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're here in 4-2, well, part 4-2 of case 3-2. Still in turnabout. Godot, mask to mask. Let's get it. Let's get it. We just left for a recess, and we're dragging Admi into our own courtroom. My sis? I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. So then she's still alive inside your heart. Okay. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss DeLite. Is it true that that detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at Lordly Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Abby want Kane Bullard killed? Oops, almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. You want some solid proof. Gotta happen sooner rather than later. I am a little bit unsure as to the events right now. Like, I don't know who was at Lordly Taylor. Because it was not Admi, clearly. But I don't know who was. Well, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Admi, please take a stand. Luke, don't add me. Well, well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? Never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. I'm not one to giving you the perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask to Mask. I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great Luke Atme has no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here. You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as mask to mask? Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, mask to mask. Of course. Very well, let's begin with a simple question. On October 12th at 1 AM, Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I won't hold it against you, Sir Judge. Thank you? Alright, Mr. Admi. The night of the murder. Speak. Sip. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. Alright, here we go. The alibi. The Alamo. I was stealing the urn as mask to mask, just as I said I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured mask to mask was the same time as the murder. Seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret in this picture as well. Even the great mask to mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, Mr. Abney, you still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. Where's Francisca? You're trying to say you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. So true. So true, Nick. So true. Here we go. The alibi. Hold it. So this photograph is the proof, right? Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. That is why I am called Mask to Mask. But conveniently, that also means there is no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean? Objection! Yeah. Are you saying this is not, in fact, Luke Atme? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as mask to create an alibi? Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? But who would it have been, though? Yo, what if it was Nessie? Can you imagine? I don't know who it is yet. If Luke was at KB Security in the murder, then the mask in this picture has to be a fake. Then there really was an accomplice. But right now I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea either. Okay, we gotta find another way. That's true. Easy job. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right, that was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed. There's no reason I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see. You truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick. Isn't there something odd about this, huh? Abby was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. That is kind of odd. Huh. I hadn't even thought of that yet. We haven't had enough time to think about Adme as Master Mask. Huh. Fascinating. So by photograph, you mean this evidence here, is that correct? Indeed it is, that is this. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose. Objection! He was simply caught by the very camera he had set up. We all have days like that. Indeed. It turned out there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. I'm gonna gather more info for now. Okay. About the camera that took the photograph. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking, huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. Okay, gotta find stuff for something else sus. So the alibi's false. Okay, has to be, or else he couldn't have killed Kane Bullard. That's true. Oh my god. Chair, please. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. Two possibilities. Either the mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. Okay. Objection. Okay. So options include evidence, of course. We can present an accomplice if we can figure that out. That one's very weird. We're just gonna go back through because we gotta do it. We gotta cover. Oh, okay. I'm infuriated by this. I was tapping through. The video wasn't important. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Is something wrong here? Why is the statue already moved? Especially because this should have been before the Shishito was taken out of the statue. You bet there is. Are you implying the picture's a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about the picture. We took a look around the warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there's something in the photo that doesn't match the memory of that night. Very well, see what you have to say. Okay. I just think it's interesting. Let's go. The funny part's right here. Yo, we've been on a streak for a little bit now. Let's go. Oops. Why? This is a blood stain. Blood. Now this case is getting interesting. Not exactly. The stain's actually pink paint. Oh, just paint and peach color at that. From blood to peaches, this judge sure loves going on wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be inside the paint stains? Boop. The supervisor of the exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the crime took place and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken that night, the statue should have been there. Objection! But when I went there the day after the theft, the statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally? Your Honor, the statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move that distance. Huh. In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick? I want to who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, hope you're prepared with your answer. Ooh, so true. Wait, does Old Bag have a statue of herself? No. But she might. Who was the one that moved the golden statue the night of the crime? I actually no idea. Unless it was at me. Well, I guess there's really two options. Assuming that it wasn't Andrew's, because that'd be a little weird. The options are Mask to Mask and at me are our two major options here. Which is annoying. Because Adrian wouldn't have done it, because she wanted it there. If it was Larry, if he wasn't already confirmed to be a KB, I'd put it on the table. Because it's Larry, because, you know, Larry. This is feeling funny enough as like a cheeky response that I want to go for it. What do you think, Mr. Godot? Dang it. A man should be able to answer his own questions. That's what I think. Right now, I'm busy trying to come up with two answers of my own. Why is coffee black? And why is it bitter? Mr. Wright, to put it simply, you've messed up. What are you doing, Nick? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, no damage taken. Okay. The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke Atme. Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's actually quite simple. Apartment complex. The witness was the only one in the warehouse that night. That is indeed very simple. However, Zvari, why would I want to move a large golden statue? the reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move the statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Look at me, you pretended to be Mask to Mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would have been exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. But why? That is why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw? Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where in the picture does the lie exist? What? I'm so confused now. I do know this. So, things that come to mind immediately. The Shichishito. The box itself, if the box for the urn is a fake, it wouldn't have had paint on it. But I don't know why you need the statue for that, though. So the problem is, what are we pointing at? Things that come to mind to be pointed at. We can point at the timer. We can point at the paint again, which is a little weird. The box itself, or the brooch. The question is, why move the statue? The statue would have been in the frame. And why would that have been a problem for him? He also was not wearing gloves. Maybe. Was embroaching on his style, exactly. Why would the brooch have been a problem? Or why would the statue and the brooch have not gotten along? I'm not entirely sure. Why would the statue have been a problem in the first place? Large, imposing, takes up most of this area over here. Why is that a problem? Was it reflective, maybe? Are we getting a little too deep in the sauce here? Regrettably, we can't back out or save now. We are just stuck with pointing. I want to look at the log, but we can't. What are you being asked at this point? Oh, I hate this. This is one of the frustrating quality of life things. Like, I want a log, and I want the evidence. The evidence. I want to see the evidence, and I want a log of text. And a little lost in the sauce here. So again, the brooch, the box, the paint again, the timer. Why would the statue have been a problem for him? Oh, his nose isn't long enough. That's the problem. No brooch. But why move the statue for that reason? You know what I mean? I think it's like why we're moving the statue. Why move the statue? The statue has Shichishito in it. Probably not relevant. Unless we use that for something, in which case, relevant. I don't know. I feel a little lost. Let's point at the bro. It sucks because I was trying to be at above half health so we can refill in the next investigation part. I guess if there is one, there might not be another one. Gee, this is tough. I'm probably just gonna be like, oh, of course, as soon as we hear it, but.
Take that!
The lie is mask to mask. What? Oh, I got like way too in the weeds. Are you saying this mask to mask is a fake? Huh. You know, I really wish you could start acting more responsibly. Huh? The current question is, why was the golden statue moved? So what possible connection could there be with mask to mask identity? Oh, buggers. Your face has "oh, buggers" written all over it. It's a penalty for you. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Well. Okay. Not good. Just where in the picture does the lie exist? Alright. So we don't stall anymore? I don't know, personally, at the time. The lie is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Abney went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lordly Taylor at this time. Okay. What? But what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was the statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. And it was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Oh! He took the photo at like 12:58 a.m. on a different day? Exactly. Luke Abney had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. What the? Of course, the statue had not been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Oh. So, on the day of the crime, Abney must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Abney had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room out to the way it had been in his photo. Ugh. Order! Mr. Abney, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's that? The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off the night of the crime. It's true the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage the data was yours. I forgot about that. That alone would have been allowed you to tamper with the data. Order, Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? Big sippy. Godot, I warned you, I'm making me wait. Now put that coffee down. God. Oh, Godot. The best dude. My 11th cup. I've promised to drink no more than 17 during the trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop. However, the defense has a very good point. A good point. So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points. He's right about that. I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time. The statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied. Which is that it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe. can never reach their dreams. That's very true. No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? If there's no funny business in your actions as Mask Damask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it. Yes, please read the court with your testimony. About your plan to steal the sacred urn. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Money. Thinking about money now. Value. I first received the request from Lord Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box in Zvari. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I was in my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 AM on October 12th. It's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of the information he gave. Witness, you're sure there's no mistakes this time? Zvari. Very well. Cross-examination time. Here we go. No way in heck. Alright. 20 days ago. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right? Indeed. It seemed they had heard of my sparkling reputation. See, Miss Andrews is still tracking the weirdos. But watch out too, Maya. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn, and she wouldn't let anyone into the storeroom, not even me. Huh. Interesting new tidbit. So you're sure you'd never seen the urn before? Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm this for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I, Luke Atme, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. You mean this calling card? That's right. That is, without a doubt, my calling card. I guess Mr. DeLite didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atme knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. So, this one I am intrigued by. We have no evidence for the urn being not valuable. Then no one entered the basement warehouse. Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. And this is the photo that proves that, huh? Indeed. To be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much. Hey, Nick. This photo's a fake. You might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know, he's been saying he never saw the urn until that night. If we can prove he's lying there, we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. Take a good, hard look at the court record. Okay. Let's take the photo before the night of the crime. Okay, how do we do that? He had never seen the urn before he had stolen it. Okay. Hit him with this. Oh. Oh, you hate to see it. Well, folks, that's it. Simply got a hit from here on out. Okay, I'm just hitting him with the urn on this one. Alright. Alright. Alright, understandable. Understandable. Alright. So it goes. How did he know it was valuable? Um... hmm. Okay. Yep. How do we know he's seen the urn? Okay, hold on. Okay. Folks, let me brainstorm, get the blood flowing for 1 second. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, no revelations while I was taking a little walk. It's important to stand up and stretch, right? So, we got... Also, I've been drowsy at night. I've been getting a hit with the drowsiness. 20 days ago. But the urn was only put in the box 2 weeks ago? Just throwing it out there because okay. I knew it was valuable. Let's just run this. What? Oh. The speckled urn? Is that was like that's so minor. If you really are mask to mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course. Is there a problem with the calling card? Allow me to read a passage from the card that Mask to Mask has written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yeah, that is true, but so what? That's a little rough there on the hints. That's a little... Because, like, I'm not confident the urn didn't have a speckled texture before the paint, right? Truth be told, there's no way Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern. Like, this could be speckled, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. I get where that came from, but man. What do you mean? This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to the Lord Retailer. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite. The day the urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. Ugh, you can't be serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. It doesn't, that's not clearly. Let's be real here, that's not clearly. Which means, Abney had seen this urn long before the crime took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. Spit take. And because this photo's a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Alright. Identity's broken. Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Cup number 12? Huh. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was Mask to Mask. And now we're calling him a murderer. You're really being a tad fickle. That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor. You say that Luke Atney was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Let me ask you this. Why would he do that? An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright's motive. Might you, my merry murderous motive, manifest? Nick, he's getting a second wind. If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Ron DeLite, as you say, must have had a very strong motive for murder. The only one with any motive we've seen is Ron DeLite. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed, according to my research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it is nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us to what the defendant's motives were. I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer. They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard info, this may be our only chance. Gotta catch him out here. Maybe now the price comes into play? We'll find out. I, look at me, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate mask to mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the letter and sent it to Ron DeLite. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. DeLite for his betrayal. How'd you hear about that? Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is mask to mask. That is why Mr. DeLite saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy. Eh? So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant? This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard is indeed the one who wrote the letter. What? Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. You begin your cross-examination. Okay, first thing we want to... I'm heading in on that one statement real quick. That just came out. What do you mean by that? Oh my, I was certain you're already aware, Zvari. Kane Bullard had to forgive young Mr. DeLite, which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was a thief. Here is a file we discovered in Mr. Bullard's office. Evidence that Bullard was receiving money through blackmail. However, it is a bit odd. Why did the defendant pay Mr. Bullard the money, even though he wasn't actually mask to mask? On that point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance. Okay, so we can't suss him on this apparently. Do you really think the story's gonna hold up? That assertion is not merely my own, I'm afraid. What do you mean? I have here a memo from Ron DeLite's wife, Desiree DeLite. Oh god. 13? Ronnie thinks he's mask to mask. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please don't think too badly of him. Huh. Well, Mr. Trait. Ugh. Is he trying to act like Miss DeLite right now? I thought he was actually pretty convincing. Now, that's just your imagination talking. Calm now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for it. This is a deduction. The result of carefully applied reasoning. Can we have the reasoning for ourselves? It's a long story, and better saved for another time. Very well, another time. So-called long stories aren't usually all that long. At least not in my experience. So, you're trying to add me to Bullard, right? Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either. In that case, I'll talk with the blackmail. That's true. Alright. Was that letter really intended for Ron? Okay, yes. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check of Detective Abney and Kane Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report. Perhaps they're going through their work. They were both involved in security. Nope. That was blunt. In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. DeLite's. Okay, no. Hold the phone. Disagreed. What? He worked with KB Security. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't escape that. Okay. Yeah. Laugh it up. We should have saved before this. Oh god. What happened here? Is this right? Oh right, the backspace thing. I forgot this even. Ace Attorney Fast Forward is like one of the funniest possible things. It's extremely good. Thank you, Dale. Very cool. Alright, motive. Look, we're not operating at 100% tonight. We had a really good streak in the middle, where we were just like on the ball. You know, I immediately knew what was going on. Some of these are getting a little tough. I do not have the picture in my head right now is the problem. We don't have the image. We don't have the whole picture sketched out very well. And we could just be like missing info or whatever, right? But figure it out. I can't believe that one. No, that's nuts. Do their work, man. Mistook. That's right, mistook. From the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error. That wasn't what I meant. Just who did the victim mistake mask to be? Well, the answer's obvious. Ron DeLite, of course. He gone. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for mask to mask? Don't you already know that? Zvari? Take a look at this newspaper. Oh, it's the famous Tear of Ammonon, a magnificent jewel. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? And furthermore, it also shows an ugly god, namely the defendants. The defendants? The victim clearly misread the article and, Zvari, you got the wrong impression. What? The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact mask to mask. I see. That wasn't unusually be. What? Was it? I'm losing my mind. What? I guess we can't read the article? What? Okay, word? Whatever. You mean this letter right here? It says bring $50,000. Handwriting is without a doubt the victims. There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it. But I don't see an addressee on this letter anywhere. Addressee. This letter was discovered in Ron DeLite's apartment, and Mr. DeLite did show up at the designated time and place. And the fact that there is no addressee is irrelevant. I wonder. What's up, Nick? I just had a thought. What if that letter wasn't meant for Mr. DeLite? Whoa. Do you have evidence of that? For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling. There's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? No. Nope. I'm not. Okay. So, let's take a look at the old blackmail letter again. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? No. Okay, yeah. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Abby? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. When you said this letter was addressed to Ron DeLite, couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You want to talk. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior? Indeed, time to man up, Mr. Wrights. What? Oh, okay. Huh. Little 1-2 punch like that wouldn't even phase me. What is happening? They give me 1-2 punch? Mr. Right. Okay. I just didn't understand what they wanted from me. Because there's often the mechanic where they let you point out a line of text. I thought we were going for that. Oh, word. This one's falling apart mechanically in here. Okay. What do they want from me? Okay. This works. We got this far. What? Okay. What? Oh my god, I literally just misclicked. Oh, we're in shambles. Oh, we're in shambles. It's okay though. Okay, one more try. Once more with feeling. So, okay. The red diamond is the one thing, for example. Let's go with the other black letters. Let's go with this. Okay. Maybe I'm just like not on the same page. Is I think the problem right now. We are just straight up not on the same page as... The contradicting evidence? If he doesn't... I don't get it. I don't know what they want from me. The thing is that, like, there are a lot of things we could say right now in context. Like, it can't be possible, oh my god, that, like, the red diamond, like, the one that Atme has on his finger. That's one to start things off with. 2, I don't know. Okay, back to the evidence. We'll go back. I had another thought, but it fled me. KB security at 1 a.m. It's not like it's straight up not addressed is one of the things. That's not addressed. You don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Could point out a Kane's list, maybe. I'm fairly surprised it wasn't the blackmail information. A lot of options here, regrettably. I'll just present Atme, I guess. Okay, great. Because I would like to point out the rainbow ring on his finger. I'm just completely missing it. The list, maybe? I'm like fully not with it. What? I just don't know what they want. This is one of the weirdest prompts. In fairness, I'm clearly playing badly. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. And that's on me. So like, let me owning up to that. At the same time, this is like easily one of the most confusing prompts we've gotten. This is so open-ended. At least in terms of like taking that. Like I don't know precisely what they want here. Okay. So, there's no address. How do we say that? I fully don't know what they want from me. Alright. Don't want to tell here. I just straight don't know like where I got lost. So we will consult the archives here in a second. Alright, let's see. Spoiler 3 walkthrough, let's go. Alright. Well, regrettably. Yeah, I am genuinely unsure. Present the newspaper clipping?
Take that!
A picture of the tears of Amnon the stolen. That was the first steal, though, wasn't it? Wasn't that the first theft? What about it? The problem is this jewel's color. Color? Not for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the skull of the stolen jewel is blue. What? However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter. What? Why wouldn't the list have worked for this? What? Huh? I fully have no idea. No one mentioned the tear specifically, right? He stole 4 other things. Or 3 other things, right? What? And they were increasing value. So why would the letter have come after and refer to the first theft? What? Maybe I missed something somewhere that would have clued me in on that? But like, I fully did not... I'm so confused. Because like, no one even established he'd only stolen 1 diamond. It's in that case thing, right? But like, and your point is, Mr. Trite. So you're trying to say the blackmail letter was intended for someone else. That's what you're trying to say, right, Trite? That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing at me. Naturally, it was you to like I just... I don't understand. Anyway, whatever. It was you, Detective Abney. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You have been personally involved in every single mask-to-mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. Why was anybody talking with the TRM on? Nobody talked. I'm so confused. Maybe I just missed something. Maybe like I straight up, when I was sleepy earlier, I misread one of the press bits. I have no idea. A jewel. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Ah! Order in the court. Order, I say? It seems you've gotten too far. You've gone too far with the childish pranks, Mr. Trait. Uh-oh, I don't like the way you said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke Abney. Are you for real? Yes, I am. Nick, come on, stand up to him. Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world, yes, it certainly does. Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Abney's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity? So he was the guy sending missives to DeLite? Had to have been it, right? Abney killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? That's what all comes down to, Nick. Okay, yeah, cool. I don't want to go back anymore. Identity as a blackmailer. Luke Abney was a blackmailer.
Objection!
Hey now. Isn't that a little different what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Abney. Are you saying that Abney was blackmailing someone else on top of that? Yeah, that does sound a bit odd. It's not odd. It's the only thing that I was losing my mind. Only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Abney. But Ron DeLite was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yeah, just a few days after the TRM heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Incredibly detailed plans. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Ron DeLite was actually mask to mask. That is what we're claiming. Someone else came up with the plans, and I Mr. DeLite sent to steal his targets for him. But someone was none other than Luke Abney. Silence? He. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... You say that I, Luke Abney, was blackmailing Ron DeLite. In which case I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask. Well, yes. Ron DeLite started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed the first crime. Good point, you couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Abney know that Ron DeLite was mask to mask? Is this whole scenario probably? I think I see it. Yeah, because like Ron tried to dump the costume, right? See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? This clipping. has a picture of you and DeLite in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask to Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. I agree, Judge. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Adme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Mask to Mask is really Ron DeLite. What the? Wasn't he supposed to be Mask to Mask? I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud. I'm passing that off as an ace detective. Why, you? How dare you expose me like that? Why, I mean, I've never loved anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also Mask to Mask. Why can't you understand that? I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Why you? How even dare? Oh, that's when you hear some of those big mouths of yours. You're all fools, I say. No one of you can compare my genius. You're really just jealous. So gone. Desecrate me. No, I cannot handle black murders. That's ha 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 ha. I am the Joker. It's enough to make one laugh. He's the Joker. He became the Joker. Would seem we finally read the real answer. That was quite a performance of Mr. Adme. Bailiff, please prepare to sell for Mr. Adme.
Objection!
Nope. What? Cup number 14? The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim. What do you mean? I've already prepared to deliver my ruling. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws were not quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite. What do you... It's true you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lordly Taylor the night of the murder. That's right, that's why he's the one to kill Mr. Bolton, but... Still one thing you have yet to prove. What's that? Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove why this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB Security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No way. I agree, no way. Order. Well, Mr. Wrights, this is it. Final round. Gotta prove that Abney was at Bola's office that night. But can you really prove that? That's long enough. Mr. Trite, I want to hear your answer. That night, Luke Abney was at KB Security, and the defense, can we prove it? Hello, Bloom. How's it going? Shoot to the head. Bonk. Can we prove it? Can we prove it? We can't really say we can't prove it. We did just save, though, so it'd be funny to see what happens. I can't prove it. I can't prove it. Just as I thought. But, if we hear more testimony...
Objection!
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. What do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean. Yo, that's a long walk. Holy cow. What? Have you forgotten? Luke Abney is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove he committed the murder. Hopefully you're okay. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as Mask to Mask. No. Well now, Sir Lawyer, it appears that love wins out in the end after all. I am the 8th detective as well as Mask to Mask. My verdict will verify that, just as Ron DeLite will reveal that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Order! Not deliberation over this witness. I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is... Don't give now, Nick. Still tomorrow, we look for more evidence and... By then it'll be too late. Huh? Wait, why? Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Double jeopardy. Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, the defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. Fundamental rule of all courts. It applies to this witness much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Abney will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned. No way. The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Abney's guilt of the crime here means that he will be never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer. What? Not like this. Nothing can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is claimed to be innocent. The real killer, Luke Abney, will still go free. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today, and as long as there's no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare there'll be no further questioning of the witness. Are there any objections? Yes. Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Abney.
Objection!
Oh. Mia? I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. How did you... Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Hi, Mia. That voice, no way! Yep. Long time no see, Phoenix. Wild how he went from Mia being killed in the first, like, hour of the first game to being a recurring character. Very funny. This is the true power of the crane channeling technique. I know it's really Maya who's standing before me. Right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. Testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. Yes, that's true, but unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the detective as well as Mask to Mask, my verdict will verify that. Just as Ron DeLites will verify he is the true murderer. Okay, yes. Yes, but those comments have no importance whatsoever. Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as witnesses made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that alright with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godot? Nothing. Oh, sir lawyer. It's like you're one step too late. Again, I don't know what's going on yet. One thing I predicted going into Game 3 and the start of this was that at some point we would need to get the wrap-up on the core Faye family lore. And I'm starting to think Godot may be wrapped up in this a little bit, if he's reacting to Mia very aggressively here. Interesting. Oh, sir lawyer, it seems like you're one step too late. You think such falsehood to do anything to me, Luke Let's hear it, huh? It's true the witness made some remarks, so then let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godot, what are you... Very well then, Mr. Luke Abney. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. So one last bit of testimony. Yes. Phoenix, this is it. Our absolute last chance. Yeah, Chief. Alright, here we go. The final countdown. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Jean DeLite. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there. Also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button that on your fingerprint on it, why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. DeLite was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, which why he left no prints. In the letter, the victim likely mistook the color of the jewel. Yeah, I don't... Zavari? All the evidence points to that poor boy. Okay. Seems to hold up pretty well. The color of the jewel thing is, like, the weirdest part of this case. The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily repaired. All his points have been explained and none of them seem to contradict anything. But of course. But how did you know about the buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me, and I always look over the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Ugh. Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer? I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wrights. Yes, Your Honor. We cannot postpone Luke Abney's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Alright, here we go. Hang on a sec, just one chance. Seems the party's about to begin. Always be a one hit, yeah, so... It's fine to be at 1 HP, well, Phoenix. There isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, point of contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. Can't point out a case-breaking contradiction. You lose. That's all there is to it. Coffee number 15 or 16? Oh, I was wrong. 17. Cup number 17. The last cup. It seems the time has come to put an end to this trial. Here we go. Fatal contradiction time. Let's go. To point it out without presenting evidence. Okay. Just press the remark. Oh my god. Remember, you only get one chance. Okay, here we go. The last testimony. The moral of the trilogy? Oh, word? Okay, here we go. Model Lily Taylor. Fair enough. See about another vitally important job request. So true. So true. The moral of the trilogy is keep your damn mouth shut. Yeah, no, that seems fair. That's like most. That's where like like most of the problems arise. I had known about the date beforehand, so I have this photograph ready. Did he know about the date beforehand? How? How? If he didn't write the letter, and he hadn't seen the letter, how would he have known? I think it's gotta be this. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Also fair. Also fair. This one's weird, but like I'm not gonna investigate this yet. Alright, this is where I'm the most sus right now. We've been not sandbagging, but we've just been like, you know, going around in circles enough all night, so. Mr. Abney, about this last remark.
Objection.
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? Isn't the time to be pressing the witness in every little statement? What? I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in Kane Boa's office that night. And now, it's time for me to drink my last cup. Hyperspeed drinking is really funny. What? Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I got it wrong. Fair enough. SMH in my head. I thought you were close. Barking up the wrong tree though. Alright. Back into it. Guilty. Alright. This is still very weird to me. How did he know about the date? Whatever. I guess whatever, I don't know. Why would Damask have pushed the button? Try this.
Objection.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I tried. Alright. An attempt was made. An attempt was made. This has been a rough one tonight, folks. This has been rough tonight. Oh, okay. Thank you, I appreciate it. We did make it, we gave it a shot, and you know what? We took the shot. One more time on the color of the jewel. Being sus.
Objection.
Sick. If it turns out we weren't supposed to press, and we have to present something else, I'm gonna lose my mind. We were explicitly told to press a statement. Yes, I would love to know the secret. Do not stop walking. That seems like a very good piece of advice for long walks. Yes. Yes. We can just go in order here. What's this? What job request?
Objection.
Cool. I mean, like, we'll see. At this time, I feel very silly. I'm like, hey, why didn't I get this one? But I may be infuriated upon finding what the answer is. What deduction?
Objection.
Sick. I'm gonna hit the first one because it'd be funny if that was it. We gotta just cover it.
Objection.
Oh my god. Okay, one more try. Or however many shots it takes, but we're just seeing a lot of different options. Isn't that exciting? Like, how are we gonna, like, oh, man. How do we put Abby at the crime? The buzz only sounded once? Sure.
Objection.
Straight up, no idea. This has been a very weird case where it's been like extremely clear for most of it, and then I have a couple parts where I just have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to even think through like this is such a weird mechanic too. Just like, hey, you get it right or you die. Very awkward.
Objection.
We've hit almost every statement now. We could just look it up, but not quite out of statements yet. If I shouldn't have trusted the game, that's a different story. And that's my bad, but also deeply confusing. We didn't push this one yet.
Objection. Objection.
What? I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot. What? Mr. Amy, it seems you finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office the night of the murder. How can you say that? Let's review testimony, shall we, Mr. Amy? The button didn't have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. DeLite was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct? Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deductions prove you're a fool. I'm sorry? Whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron DeLite was dressed as mask-to-mask when we went to the scene of the crime? That was, it was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. Ah. I'm very confused because I thought when, like, earlier in Amy's testimony, we, like, glazed over the fact that he had gotten a ton of information about Ron, and none of it came up as weird. Well, this I buy, like, it came up. Like, they certainly set this up. I'm just confused because, like, I tried to bring it up earlier, and it didn't work. That's right. The defendant didn't tell anyone else about this fact before this morning. And, like, he also just seemed to have more information about other stuff. So, like, cool, maybe he, like, got to hear about the case or whatever. Like the the whole thing about, like, I tried to push earlier on the data theft, which was also revealed to the court earlier this morning during the trial, which Admi knew about. So I'm just a little bit, maybe I didn't understand what they meant, or that information had gotten out somehow, but therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching the trial. Ugh. Do you understand now, Admi? I'm trying to figure out, like, where I got lost. There is no way you should have known. It's just like the data theft. You should have known about that, right? Unless maybe there was... it looks like there should have been... I don't know. You were in the next courtroom being tried as Master Mask. So then enlighten us just how did you know about this piece of information? Well... Come on. Detective must have known about it. He probably had planned to find out beforehand. And it's those chances I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. DeLite was wearing his Master Mask outfit. There is one, and only one way, for Admi to have found that out. Only one. One way, you say. Please recall if you will Mr. DeLite's testimony. Right at the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. But Mr. DeLite never saw its attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Admi. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Turnabout time, Pog? Just what are you implying? Mr. DeLite saw the real killer, correct? Now, to turn the statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron DeLite. Impossible. Yes? Detective Admi, you saw mask to mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron DeLite. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. What? Joker vacation time? Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. It's the same line you gave yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Verbatim. Whatever. What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Admi, who in turn blackmailing Ron DeLite. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Admi tried to frame Ron DeLite. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Master to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan to use the double jeopardy rule making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching of the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Oh, didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? And without the verdicts, I know, you never committed any murder. That's right, I'm so glad you understand that, but... I really am Master Mask, huh? So, thanks to the trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said, double jeopardy? Now that you mention it, I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says that the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. Defendant can never be tried twice for a crime when she was once found innocent. But there were at least 4 charges, like 4 crimes, unless they were all the charges were in that last case yesterday. Then Master Mask is really innocent? It seems so for now. For now. Now then, the score finds the defendant. We stumbled a lot. This was a struggle this evening. Very good case overall, I think. Some of the mechanics in part 4 really, really weird. Boy, this is lucky. Wait, this is so good after all. See, the thing is, I really am Master Mask after all. You did it, Phoenix. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. Because Maya hasn't called me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so lightly. And so seriously. But On the other hand, Maya seems kind of torn these days. You end up becoming the master. Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. Misty Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Mia. Ah! Mr. Wright! I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. DeLite. Thank you so much. No, wait. You might as well know how to- Come on, be happy already! Maya, you've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as mask to boot. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing security info from KB Security, becoming mask to mask. I did it all for one reason, for her. You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and also the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became mask to mask? Yeah, but it's all over now. The broken bowl can never be put back together, except the broken urn can be. You muted a minute, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Oh, God. A broken bowl can never be put together, but an urn can. That's not true, right, Nick? Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were? We'll be fine, Nick can prove it. I can? I kind of wish you would check me first. Mr. DeLite, even if a bowl was broken, there's always a way to put it back together. Hit you with the urn. The sacred urn? Desi was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife, she's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are! Ms. DeLite. You did it, Ronnie! You're innocent! I'm so happy! Thank you, I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really mask to mask either. Ms. DeLite, what are you gonna do now that you know? You're not gonna really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast, there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say you hated criminals? Huh? Oh. I don't like people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. Word. Okay. Sure. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spent with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. My face going red. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations! Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya. No, you got it all wrong. Never forgive you, never ever. Death. K.O. So just the case came to a close, so cheating my consciousness. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Aww. It's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Aww. To the end. Lore's Godot. The information. Wait, the lore. The lore, please. The lore. Wait, the lore. Okay. Maya got a job? Alright, case 2 over. Folks, on Twitch, hold up a sec. What's your YouTube? Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed today's VOD. Case 2 is over, and it was a doozy. I don't know. I clearly lost the plot in part 4 here, but man, that was a lot. That was a little bit of a mess. But on the whole, I love the case. I think, you know, Godot is obviously this super fun character. Loved him. Abby's like hilarious as the Joker. A little much, but like because they lean into it in a good way, it works out pretty well. Same with DeLite. DeLite oscillating between being extremely competent and extremely incompetent is very funny. And the case was, you know, just like a tangled web of interactions. It was a good time. Not, you know, top case, I think, but a very good time. And Godot's introduction here was just beautiful. So very excited to see more of him, and looking forward to more. If you want to see more from me, of course, make sure you check out the playlist above for more Ace Attorney 3. Just consider subscribing below to find more content from me in the future, including Ace Attorney and other series. And come out the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Until next time. Peace.